Hey, yo, it's Art of Cards, TCG, and we have a very special video. I decided that I was going to send some cards to Degree Grading. They are an AI grading services. Took about a month, I would say, a little over a month to get this back. Been seeing a lot of ads for it, and I'm just curious. So I decided, hey, they're running a Christmas deal, 5 for $50. Sent them in. They come with this book of grading analysis. I'm not going to open this quite yet because then it will definitely spoil the cards that I did send. Without further ado, so one thing I want to talk about for packaging, because this is sort of like a review video, their packaging is on point. I mean, this thing's really good, and by no means is any of this a sponsored video. Obviously, I just said I spent $50 to send this in just to try it out. Oh, I didn't want that. We saw that first card is a 10, and we hope you enjoyed New Slabs. $7 bulk promo, $7 a card on your next submission. This box, though, is so nice that I definitely want to keep it for storage reasons. So we're going to pull out the first slab here, and it is a Japanese card that I sent in, a old card. It is surface. So they got this little thing, right? So it can be three greens. I guess if it goes down from 3, it turns yellow, and then it'd be red. So definitely not in bad shape. Looks like corner edges got a good score. Centering was slightly off, and surface was not the best. Well, you know, it's a vintage card, so we're going to go for the reveal here, and I believe the near mint 8. All right, so we'll take it. So interestingly enough, I bought this as a CGC slab, and I cut it out because I wanted to cut it out and test the I guess, you know, the accuracy of the AI versus the accuracy of an individual person, and this was an 8 in that as well. I got it for $70 on eBay, and it came back as a near mint 8 as well. So that's pretty legit. It's the hollow on there. I got it in anticipation for this set to explode when the new Rocket set comes out. Don't mind all this. I'm getting ready for a stream that I'll be hosting here soon. So that's pretty cool. Let's see our next card. And it's in there tight. I don't want to spoil it, but they're in there tight. The shipping with Degree is insane. I will definitely be using them again. So this got surface 2, corners and edges 2, centering was spot on. So I'm guessing this might be another 8, but I want to put my thumb here. Ooh, Degree 8. So it says it up there. So this got an 8, which is really cool for me personally, because when I sent this to CGC, it got a 7. So not sure how that worked. And the centering, they said, was off, but the centering is really good. The surface a little scratched, but not bad. It's actually a really good card. And it got an 8, so I am very, very happy about this. That's pretty legit. So 2 yellows and 3 greens, as you can see on both of these, are likely going to indicate that it's going to be an 8. So that's cool. We got some vintage. We got some, you know what? I'm just going to set those down there. We have some modern cards coming up next. And so here, let me pull out this next card. Oh my goodness. That is very cool. Okay, so surface, corners, and centering was slightly off. Good looking card. I'm going to guess this is either a 9 or a 9.5. So let's take a look. Boom, Degree 9. We got a 9 on the Charizard EX from Obsidian Flames. Not bad at all. Also, want to talk about their slabs are basically identical to PSA, which is kind of cool. It's slightly a little different from the stacking. I think you can stack them. They'll be fine to stack, but we got a 9 on the Charizard. Not a bad grade. Now we're going to be running. Oh, man. Greens all the way across on this one. Another modern card. Let's take a look. And it is a Gem Mint 10 Wartortle. I love it. I absolutely love it. I sent this in and I got it in a Gem Mint 10. It looks absolutely perfect and I love their slabs. That's cool. And then our last card that we sent in, which is also probably going to be a Gem Mint 10, is our Magneton Pokemon Center promo, which I am absolutely excited for this card to be a 10. Oh my goodness. Absolutely excited for this card to be a 10. So there you have it. We got 2 10s, Wartortle from 151, and then the Magneton Pokemon Center promo. Excellent to have in 10s. Our Charizard unfortunately got a 9, but the centering was not the best. Otherwise, this definitely would have been a 10, obviously, if centering was just better. So, not bad. My base set got a bump up in score to an 8, which I absolutely enjoy. And then I didn't go any lower on my Charizard. It remained an 8 for the Rocket Gang Charizard, which is really cool. So it's 5 cards, and it was $50 on their promo. They give you kind of a little rating on there, it looks like, which is awesome for just understanding where the card lacked. The shipping of these cards were in immaculate shape for the cost. You get this sweet box. For the cost, it's way worth it, I think. And from a comparison rating, I think they're pretty on par with any of the big 3 that you could get, or big 2 if you would, because not a lot of people use Beckett. So from a PSA or a CGC, the grades are pretty much what I expected them to be, even though that was an increase. Although I did do some hollow conditioning. Maybe that bumped it up as well. Don't know. I expected this one to maybe slide to a 10, but you know, I was anticipating the 9 because the back centering was just so bad. And these ones were like perfection when I went through them. So to get them in 10s was accurate to what I expected. So honestly, very, very cool, grading company. I think that they're well worth their price, and their grades are fairly accurate to what I expect them to be. So, I mean, I would say thumbs up with sending to Degree. I'm sure that they are going to, you know, have very, very competitive pricing eventually too, because they're brand new. And yeah, I wouldn't sleep on them by any means, just simply because of the affordable price and the type of packaging you get. But you also get this as I wrap up the video. Just kind of gives you just the rundown, I guess, what's on the back of the cards, which is really cool. No additional details, just kind of a nuanced item. Gives you the pre-submission tip for high-powered LED to look for fingerprints, smudges, scratches, print lines, and any damage that may affect the overall eye appeal. Corners and edges kind of gives you the rundown of that, as well as centering, creases, and dents, which I didn't have any creases or dents. So you get a +1 to your grade because of that. So because of this, Charizard would have been an 8, but because the lack of creases and dents, you get the +1 to the 9. So the creases and dents will automatically drop a grade, right? So that's pretty much the same with CGC and PSA as well. So the Ninetales would have been a 7 if it was in any worse condition, and so on and so forth with that. But that's degree grading in a nutshell. Highly recommend. Like I said, this isn't sponsored. I spent my money to send this in as a test, but I am thoroughly pleased with what came out of this. I mean, like, it's super legit. So, I mean, I recommend it. I'll probably use them again, actually. I'm Art of Cards TCG. I am preparing for a stream I have not scheduled for Whatnot. So if you are on Whatnot, give me a follow, Art of Cards TCG. Same thing. Be a lookout for this really great chase setup that I'm going to have going at a very, very good, hopefully, day of streaming. But be on the lookout for that. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. We do Pokemon content, and we do a lot of it. And as always, please like. I'll see you on the next one.